No team in 64 years has defended the World Cup title. 64 years. The last time a defending champion lifted the trophy again was 1962, Brazil with Pelé, on a different continent, in a different era of football entirely. Now Argentina, the reigning world champions, are walking into a 48-team World Cup, a brand new format, and a tournament where they need to win 8 matches to lift the trophy, instead of 7. Can they do it? 3 arguments, 2 genuine threats, and 1 number that changes everything. The floor is open. Argentina land in Group J against Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. On paper, that looks comfortable. In reality, nothing about 2026 is comfortable for Argentina because history is working against them, time is working against them, and one man's age is working against them. Lionel Messi, 38 years old, playing in MLS, the greatest footballer the world has ever seen, and the single biggest question mark hanging over this entire tournament. Is he still the player who won the World Cup in Qatar, or is 2026 the tournament where time finally catches up? Stay with me, because this is where the argument gets complicated. Argentina are the best organized, most battle-hardened team in world football right now, and the evidence is overwhelming. Since Lionel Scaloni took over as coach in 2018, Argentina have not lost a competitive tournament. Copa America 2021, 1. Finalissima 2022 against Italy, 1. World Cup 2022, 1. Copa America 2024, 1. That is 4 consecutive international titles. No team in the world comes close to that record in the same period. The 2022 World Cup final against France. Argentina were 2-0 up. Then Mbappe scored twice in 90 seconds. The game goes to extra time. Mbappe scores again. Argentina are losing with 15 minutes left in a World Cup final. Any other team falls apart mentally. Argentina held together, won on penalties. That is not just quality, that is a team with an identity built to survive pressure. Now, the argument against this point is obvious. Messi was at PSG in 2022, peak European football. In 2026, he is at Inter Miami. MLS is a completely different level. The concern is real and I will not dismiss it, but here is what that counter-argument misses. Argentina in 2022 did not win because of Messi alone. Julian Alvarez scored 4 goals, including 2 in the semi-final against Croatia. Rodrigo de Paul controlled games from midfield. Emi Martinez was the best goalkeeper at the tournament. This team has depth. But that is only half the argument, because point 2 is where it gets uncomfortable for Argentina fans, and I mean genuinely uncomfortable. Stop. Before I make point 2, I need to show you a number, 0. 0 teams in 64 years of World Cup history have successfully defended the title. Not Germany, not Brazil again after 1962, not Italy, not France after 1998, not Spain after 2010. Every single defending champion eliminated. Multiple times before the semi-finals. This is the number that changed my entire view of this team. The defending champion curse is not a myth, it is a documented pattern, and the 2026 format makes it worse, not better. Since 1966, every single defending World Cup champion has been eliminated before the final. Let that land. England, 1970, quarter-final exit. Brazil, 1966, group stage. Germany, 1978, second round. France, 2002, group stage without scoring a single goal. Spain, 2014, group stage. Germany, 2018, group stage. The defending world champion going out in the group stage is not an accident. It is a pattern. And in 2026, for the first time in World Cup history, the champion must win 8 matches, not 7. 1 extra game, 1 extra injury risk, 1 extra tactical exposure. Germany, in 2018, the reigning world champion, one of the deepest squads in world football, Müller, Kroos, Neuer, Hummels, eliminated in the group stage. Why? Tactical overexposure. Every team had 4 years of footage to study. Every team was desperate to be the side that knocked out Germany. The psychological weight of being champions, it crushes preparation. The obvious response is, Argentina have Messi. Germany in 2018 did not have a generational talent of that level in their final years. Fair. But France in 2002 had Zidane at his peak, and they did not score once. History does not care about who is in your squad. It cares about preparation, momentum, and the hunger of every team desperate to be your executioner. In 2026, 45 teams wake up every morning wanting to be the side that knocked out Argentina. And that brings me to point 3, which is the argument nobody is making, and it is the one that decides this. I have saved the hardest argument for last, and you will not like what it says about Argentina, because point 3 is not about football, it is about time. Argentina's greatest strength in 2022 was also their greatest vulnerability in 2026. The entire squad was built around one man, in one window of time, for one moment. That moment was Qatar, and it has passed. Messi is 38. Ángel Di Maria retired from international football after 2022. Rodrigo de Paul is now playing in MLS alongside Messi at Inter Miami, no longer at a top European club. And the squad depth at fullback and central midfield remains a concern if injuries hit in an 8-match tournament. The squad in 2026 is good, but the squad in 2026 is not the squad in 2022. Julian Alvarez, 26 years old, Atletico Madrid, is the player Argentina absolutely must build around in 2026. Not Messi, Alvarez. In 2022, Alvarez scored 4 goals, including both goals in the semi-final against Croatia. He is the forward of this generation for Argentina. But the entire system is still set up for Messi to operate behind him. If Messi has even one below-standard game, the tactical structure falls apart. The counter-argument is this. Messi at Copa America 2024 won it again. Still decisive. Still the difference. Who are you to write him off? And I respect that argument completely. Messi has defied age before. But a World Cup is 8 consecutive matches at the highest intensity in world football. Not a league season, not Copa America group stages. 8 games, 8 knockout pressures, at 38. History has never seen it, and that is the part nobody is talking about. Remember that question I asked at the very start? Here is the answer. 3 arguments, 1 verdict. Point 1. Argentina are the most tournament-hardened team in the world. They have won everything since 2021. Their identity under Scaloni is built to survive pressure. That is real. That matters. Point 2. The defending champion curse is not a story. It is 64 years of data. And the 2026 format adds an extra match, extra pressure, and extra exposure. History says the odds are brutal. Point 3. Argentina's squad in 2026 is older. The 2022 version was a moment. This is a different team trying to recreate a moment that may already belong to history. The verdict? Argentina will not defend their title. Not because of lack of quality, not because Messi is finished, but because the defending champion curse exists for a reason. Overexposure, mental weight, and the desperation of 45 other nations. And in 2026, for the first time in history, they face it across 8 matches instead of 7. In my analysis, Argentina exit the quarterfinals. France or Spain win this tournament. But this is analysis, not certainty. And the floor, as always, is open. One question before you go. If Argentina do defend their title in 2026, would that make Lionel Messi the undisputed greatest World Cup player of all time? Or does Pelé still hold that argument? Drop your answer below. This one I genuinely want to see.